Hey guys, welcome to Life's a Drag, where I teach you step by step how to become the best drag queen you can become. I'm Robin House's Paige, and today I've decided that instead of doing what I've seen a lot of queens do, which nothing against them, they can do the makeup tutorials however they want to, how they usually do all 35 steps in one video, I'm going to do a video and do step-by-step instructions on how to do each step for some of you beginner queens. So, the first thing we're going to learn today is covering eyebrows. This is a big question I get when new queens start is, your eyebrows are covered, how do you do that? They go out and buy spearmint, they go out and buy all this stuff, and it's stupid to do all that. Liquid latex, it's point. Don't do all that. The things you're going to need are Elmer's glue stick. I prefer the one that's purple because you can see it go on and you can see it dry. It goes on purple, dries clear. You can pick this up at a Walmart. I'm not going to do all that. This is the Airspun loose face powder. It's like what your grandma used. I got translucent extra coverage. It's the greatest thing. It's clear, basically. You can't really, it doesn't turn a color like some of the others, like honey beige and all that stuff. It gives you like more of a yellow tint to you. I filled another one up with just white powder. So you could do that. People tell you don't use baby powder. I use baby powder because it's cheap as shit. And then we have, I don't know technical terms, don't ask me, but this little brush right here looks like a mascara brush, but you can get them like with e.l.f. and stuff sells them. And foundation, whatever color foundation that you use for your skin. So, without further ado, oh, wait, one more thing. Bottle of alcohol. No, kidding, but you really need the alcohol. So, let's begin. Step 1. Get you some tissue. You're going to take the alcohol, and this is the one step that queens don't do sometimes, but if you put alcohol on it and then rub it, and I've got to be able to look into a mirror, so that's why you don't see me, and just rub it on your eyebrow like that. What that does is any oil that's on your skin right now, oil keeps it from the glue from sticking. And so if you take a cotton swab, or I wouldn't use a Q-tip, I would use a cotton swab or tissue or a paper towel, or you can even use a washcloth and put some alcohol in it and just rub your eyebrow. It'll dry up all the oil. So then you're going to take your Elmer's glue stick in purple. Let's do that. Always wanted to do that, so there it is. And you're going to take your little brush and rake your eyebrows downward, like so. Okay, so first we're going to go down, then we're going to fuck it up. So take it and go, I don't know if I can do this on camera, but we're going to go straight down. It's turning purple. Okay. Now take it and do circles. Good. Now, you want your skin to look like Barney just came on your face. Do the other side. Barney. Reaching my Barney back, Daddy. Then brush it all straight down. And straight down on this side. Okay, eyebrows are down. Then you're just going to take them and go down on the eyebrow. Then you're going to take your brush again and just rake them straight up as much as you can. If you have to, take it like this and lift that eyebrow straight up. And I'm going to do this until all of my eyebrows done. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is. And then you want to do it pretty fast, because once it turns clear, it's dry, so you'll have to, if it's dry, it's not a big deal. You just have to go back and re-wet it with putting more glue on it. Okay, and one last thing, you can take your finger and do it, or you can take the brush and do it. I take the brush because I don't like getting glue all over my fingers. But if you'll take it, put it at the base of it, and then pull it straight up, and then roll it as you go up. That should flatten it against your head. Okay. We're going to do that a couple more times. Now, where your eyebrows are pointing straight up, you're just going to take your glue and you're just going to go straight up against it. Yes, queen. And this may or may not be the knack for you. Some people love spearmint. If you do, great, fine. Find a tutorial that does it, because I don't really care for it. I tried it once, and I didn't really care for the spearmint and the putty and all that stuff. It just didn't do anything for me. Okay, so then we just let it dry. If you have a blow dryer, great. If not, take a piece of paper and use God's blow dryer. And usually I can do my eyebrows faster than, I think we're 8 minutes into this. I can usually do my eyebrows faster than this. I'm just doing it so that y'all. But the reason we're doing this, and I always, if you're like me, you always want to know why. So here's your why. The reason we're doing this is because women's eyebrows, if you want to be a true drag queen, women's eyebrows are always higher than men's when it comes to arch and placement. So hiding your, and there's a goddamn Facebook request from probably some foreign man that wants to show me his penis. Anyway, so when you hide your eyebrows, then you can place them however high or low you want to go. You can go as high as the divine ones where they go all the way up. You can, and even when you become characters, you can start playing with them some more. But right now we can go over, we just go over our eyebrows and hide them, and then paint ours just higher and make more of an arch for it. So now we're going to grab our Airspun translucent extra coverage. I bought a bigger paddle than what usually comes with it. So you're just going to take it and really, like, pretend you're fisting your boyfriend for the first time and just dig in and get in there. Remember the episode? Remember that movie, The Sandlot, where that kid, like, the thing blows up and he comes out and goes like that and everything? Yeah, that's what I feel like right now. And then a giant brush, and we'll just get rid of all of this for right now. Okay, I still like I'm like doing like white face, but it's fine. Okay, so we have the basics, and the basis of hiding the eyebrow. I know it doesn't look like much, but next is, I forgot, you also need a beauty blender. Now, let me explain something about a beauty blender. The one thing that people mess up with and don't do with a beauty blender, the camera's right here, I'm like staring right at my phone. But the one thing that people fuck up with, shut up dogs, one thing people fuck up with is they'll take the beauty blender and they'll just start doing stuff, but they won't wet it. And if you wet it and wring it out, it'll make your face a lot more pleasurable to look at when you put on makeup. No, it's kind of like if you ever paint something, how you want to go over the canvas first with like a thing of liquid white or something that will like just give it a good coat. That's kind of what you're doing when you wet this, is that it just makes it a lot smoother. So you can do it all over your face. I don't have enough to go all over my face, so I'll just do the eyebrows, and you'll just take it, and what I do is I just dab it over my eyebrows, and of course it'll go over my whole face once I'm completely 100% done. But for right now, we are just covering our eyebrows. But step 2 would be to put your foundation all over your face, including over your eyebrow. And you can't tell 100%, but if you saw the light I did, you would see that they are pretty much covered with the foundation. And like I said, if anybody else who's been doing drag for hundreds of years like me, if you have any better way of doing it, look, no way is right or wrong. When I speak ill against spearmint or spear gum or whatever that shit's called, I just don't like it personally. It's just not for me. And then we're going to take our translucent powder and our Power Puff, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to eye contina it and just beat the fuck out of it. Eat the cake out of me. I don't want to eat the cake out. And get your giant brush and get any excess off of your face. And it may not look like anything on this camera, but my eyebrows are pretty well covered now. You can see a little bit of a line right here, but that's good because I'm going to use that line to make our new line. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick on drawing eyebrows just because we're there. So I'm going to add one more brush to this tutorial. Grab you a little angle brush just like this. And right after I do it, I'll grab me a really light color. I have the e.l.f. brand because I'm cheap. So, man, I'm cheap. Just get some on the brush itself. And then I'll start right where, now if you don't cover up all this right here, you see where this dark line is right here, that's fine. Here's why, because all this right here is going to get covered up when we start into the eye tutorial with it's all going to get covered up with color. And even like clown white and stuff like that, so you're fine. So you're going to take it and you're going to draw right above you're going to draw a line, and it's going to go out that way instead of straight down, because this is normally where the men's eyebrow is. And it's come up and they go out a little bit more, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a drag look. So let me do it, and then as I do it, I'll show you. That. Now, mine go over a little bit farther when I do drag. Some people, they'll stop right here. So if you want to stop right there, you can. I'm going to bring mine down just a little bit more. I usually like to stop right here at the corner. So if I put my brush right here, there's the corner. And then you draw a line right above it. So I drew a line right above it, and then I brought it out. And it's fine if it's not perfect at first. It is 100% fine. I'm going to bring this in just a tad bit more. Okay. See? So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. And just remember, when you do fuck up, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. That's why one of my twins looks like she's in the Special Olympics. So, as you can see, this side is Meryl Streep. This side is Rosie O'Donnell in Riding the Bus of My Sister, or What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Leonardo DiCaprio. And I always do it with a cream, and the only reason is because I'm going to take my powder puff, and you guessed it, we're going to powder it. Like I said, it's fine if it's not perfect. And the reason we powder over it is this is just going to be the shape of our eyebrows. So as we do our eyes and stuff, we know exactly where it's going to be. So that way, you know about how high or low or how right at you are when it comes to doing your eyes and stuff. Because your crease is going to come up into it, your white and all that stuff's going to come up in the eyebrow. It's really good to know right off the bat instead of guessing now and then going back and having to paint your eyebrows first and then put the color according to your eyebrow, not do the color and then have to spend 35 minutes doing back and forth with, oh shit, made the color too high, so I have to make the eyebrow adjust, erase the eyebrow or whatever. So now you know exactly where the color needs to go and whatever. And then I'll take my thing that has a little bit of my highlight powder still on it, and I will do that right there on the end, and that just kind of fades it into Keanu Reeves' career into nothingness. And for now, that's it. So we just hit our eyebrows and drew eyebrows on right above it. If you can not see, or if you can see, goes there. and there. And next week, practice, 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 practice. This is for new queens, so practice makes perfect. Practice hiding your eyebrows and drawing eyebrows. And then next week I'll come back and I'll show you how to, when we put the everything on, the next step, which will be highlight. Yeah, highlighting will be next. So until next week, you guys enjoy y'all's week, and I will see y'all then. Love each other.